Howdy y'all, I'm Brylan. I know I've only posted 2 videos in the last 2 weeks, but I've been going through some health issues, and I know it's very vague, but I would really appreciate your prayers. California bill opens the door for state-sanctioned trafficking of children, and trusted ministry leader calls Christians to action. Now hold on, before you think that's in California. It doesn't affect me. Okay, 2 things here. A lot of the most insane, radical laws and bills that have been introduced in other states, all 49 other states, have in one way or another mostly originated in California. So whatever happens in California typically spreads to other states very quickly. Real quick, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button? When you like this video, it'll get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. Second, I'm going to show you the details of this bill, but I want you to remember that the left, if they ever gain major control again, they will continue to push laws and bills that strip you of your right to parent your children and that essentially turn your children into the state's children.
We have never invested as much in public education as we should have because we've always had kind of a private notion of children. Your kid is yours and totally your responsibility. We haven't had a very collective notion of these are our children. So part of it is we have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole community.
Again, the left are radical. They are nuts. But we also saw Biden say the exact same thing. I know this man is completely irrelevant now, but the thing is that it's the mindset behind what Biden is saying here. It is that sickness that has overtaken completely the left, Democrats.
Rebecca put a teacher's creed into words when she said, "There's no such thing as someone else's child. Our nation's children are all our children."
These are children that belong to families, not to the state, not to the schools, not to bureaucrats, and certainly not to the teachers' unions.
So keep all that in mind as I show you what this bill is that would absolutely destroy your right to parent your children. And it's not just people that have children that will be affected. We're talking about an entire generation, the future of our country, being absolutely obliterated if we just sit back and do nothing. Pastor Jack Hibbs, I love how outspoken he is when it comes to the radical push from the left. He's a pastor that actually speaks out and doesn't, no, I don't want to get into politics. It's like as if Christians aren't allowed to speak their mind on politics, on political issues. I think that's one of the biggest lies that many pastors have adopted. A lot of churches have allowed to overtake their church, their flock. And it's an extremely dangerous, satanic lie that Christians have to sit on the sideline and basically shut up and watch the world burn around them as if they're not allowed to speak truth into anything.
For years, we've been telling you about bad bills that they've been doing. This takes the cake. It is so bad you won't believe me if I told you the details of this bill. You will not believe it. In fact, on Sunday when I make the official announcement, just watch the media. Watch how they'll say, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That can't be true. That's not what it means. Oh, you watch and see. So Gavin Newsom and his buddies up there have crafted Assembly Bill 495. Go do some research on it. This bill, AB 495, 100% strips parents of their parental rights. Mm-hmm. It allows an individual to obtain this new form that comes with the bill. They can download it, they can get it mailed to them, they can go pick it up. They fill it out, and they can name a child. So let's say Susie Q. So John goes to a school in California and says, I have this form and I am asking for Susie Q to be put into my, to be received into my custody. I want to take her out of school. Watch this. The bill does not require a background check for this man, requires no identification, no driver's license, no nothing. There's no requirement in the bill for the school to call you to ask you if it's okay if John takes your daughter out of school.
Now, praise God, because California caregiver, listen to this. Look how the mainstream media tries to twist this bill. California caregiver expansion bill. Do you hear how that is worded? It's a caregiver expansion bill. Even when they try to flower it up, it's right there in the name. They're trying to expand who's considered a caregiver in California. But it's been put on ice now because people have actually stood up and spoke out against the madness. So our voices matter. When we bring attention to these corrupt, disgusting, radical left bills like this, we can actually stop them. But we must speak up and we must fight against them. However, this isn't stopped by any means. It's been put on ice. That means they haven't given up. It's not going away, and they will continue to fight. In fact, look at this. The bill, AB 495. Again, this is something that could easily spread to dozens of other states. There's a lot of information about the bill here and telling the truth about it. There is no background check, no welfare check, no court oversight, and no verification. We're talking about a legal pathway for predators to operate in plain sight, Friday said. This bill is not about immigration. It's about relinquishing parental rights to unvetted strangers under the guise of compassion. You know, the left love to do that. They absolutely love to veil their radical left agendas, their destructive agendas in compassion and love and acceptance. That's the whole LGB movement, by the way. It's all about acceptance and love and compassion. We just want to exist. You remember when it was, we just want to exist? And then it went to, well, we just want the same rights. And then it went to, well, no, we want more rights than you. Oh, and then it went to, well, you're not just going to accept that we exist. You're going to celebrate that we exist. California wants to let someone that is not related to your child remove her from school, enroll her in any other school in the state, authorize any medical treatment of her, including mental health services and drugs, without the parent's notice and knowledge or consent. This is not fear-mongering. It's not being hyperbolic. These unintended consequences are terrifying, and they are unavoidable.
And your thing is, it makes kidnapping easy.
Listen, born and raised in California, fought for this state, I'll fight for this state. I have always encouraged our people to stay in here and fight this good fight. But now, Trace, it has reached a level where they're coming after our kids. Mm-hmm. And we've consulted attorneys. As you can imagine, we're getting ready. We're circling our wagons. We've studied the bill. Bottom line is this. Normally, the attorneys tell you the devil is in the details. In this case, the attorneys have told us the devil is in how loosely open this is written. It has been written in such a way, Trace, that it can be interpreted any way. Yeah. It is dangerous and sadly true. You cannot let your kids now go to school and assume they're going to be safe or not taken away before you come to pick them up.
Now, Gavin Newsom and these radical left Looney Tunes that run California, you know, me and my family, we got out of California a couple of years ago. Born and raised in California. I am a Californian. I was. And we left that state. The biggest reason was for the sake of our children. My wife and I could not imagine raising our children in California. That's why it's hilarious to see Gavin Newsom, one of the most radical leftists in America, an absolutely disgusting man here. Or I don't even know if he claims to be a man anymore. Who knows? That goes against their beliefs. But you can see how everything that he posts is about Donald Trump trying to dismantle our democracy. That's what they've been saying for years. It's what lost them the election. All of this radical fear-mongering by the left. They're still doing it, though. People, and honestly, people are still falling for it. Not as many, but there are enough that if the Democrats actually regain control again, say in 26 and then in 28, they're going to go scorched earth, and they're going to do everything they possibly can. That's when they're going to go nuclear on the system and impose all their radical agendas on everybody. Even if you're in a state where I'm not in California, it doesn't affect me. If they gain national power again, it will affect you. Not only that, but look at this. Gavin Newsom posted that this was a meme that was made, a random meme. And Newsom's the last couple days has been on this really weird, like, social media posting spree that even people on his own side, the left, are going, dude, stop. What are you doing? Stop. But this meme was posted by Governor Newsom's press office, his official press office. Kid Rock wants you to support Gavin Newsom. Now, anybody that knows Kid Rock knows that Kid Rock does not like Gavin Newsom, does not like the radical left. Kid Rock is a Trump guy, 100% through and through, and that hasn't changed at all. But this is a fake meme. This is a meme that's based on a fake message. And it's something that Gavin Newsom's office created to get you to think that Kid Rock now supports Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom actually responded to it himself on his personal account saying, thanks, Kid Rock. But don't forget that it was Gavin Newsom that just signed a bill last year that made it illegal in the state of California. You can no longer knowingly distribute an ad or other election communications that contain materially deceptive content, including deep fakes. So just like when Gruesome shut down California during co-fraud, and, well, he was caught at like $1,000 a plate restaurant, at the very same time he said families aren't allowed to meet in their own homes or even breathe air. Once again, here's Gruesome showing that he is one of the biggest hypocrites on planet Earth. You can't make this stuff up. 1 Peter chapter 5 says this in verse 8. Be sober-minded. Be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button, when you like this video, to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.